We're looking to see how the T-side setups have changed for Falcons, just discussing some of the slight changes we saw over there on Nuke. But out mid as a pack.
Topcon smoked and they start their progressions. It's only PR and a Desert Eagle. No Kevlar and no problem for Kixon. He finds the headshot. Diligent flash work leads to another. Runs down Towson in that ladder. Now they boosted ZTR up on this box. Now it's criminally undercleared. Res only the dink. That's not enough output. Kixon's had great work. 3 kills from him in this round and sets up his boys to just put this one in.
Okay, that one's comfy. That's exactly how you want those type of rounds to go down.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
Okay. I'll see if we can add another to the tally. Has a chance against Kiosuke, but there you have it. Zonic's happy with that. Now they'll be up against the Eco and should be the 3-0 start. So it's likely to still see Kixon playing the same position he was before because he's an in-game leader who likes to be within the pack. So you're going to see him top mid. And then I guess we'll see m0NESY alongside of Kiosuke as the other 2 pieces to join for the mid control, which will put Nico on an extremity.
Well, this round, an exception to that. And heavy presence in middle here from Gamer Legion. This could be a field day. Hang on, PR managing to actually start off strong. They get a couple of kills, more than they were worth.
Yeah, decent damage. Add that to the bank balance. Just got to find these last 2.
Oh, yeah.
Let's find a 1 dig.
Yeah, I feel like Tess has kind of called this clear. Yeah, not a 1 dig, but a 3 dig.
Well, this is winnable.
It is now.
Nico and Kiosuke paired up. ZTR over towards A with only the P250 in hand. Rez into the Galil now.
Heavy disadvantage in the 2v2.
And waiting for re-aggressors. So Nico watches behind as Kiosuke stays on guard over towards middle. So much time to work with. Just about to hit the 50-second mark. Bomb scooped up. Now, they don't need to get too tricky with the util for the finish. They really just need to pair up. And even if they trade on the first kill, it still puts you in a 1v1. And right now, ZTR is not playing for information. He's playing over towards Ticket. He's tucked in. He's giving over the site, allowing the bomb to get planted. And you'd love to plan open to give yourself a couple of options for the post-plant. Oh, how diligent is he on the clear? Very.
Very indeed. The headshot is going to be connected, though. ZTR, the best of a bad situation in that one. And it has put Rez into that 1v2. Whether or not he gives this a look in, that remains to be seen.
Worried about the swing through CT. And if he was quicker on this, there would be a chance. But now the bomb, it's already a third gone.
I don't know why the double ups made me nervous. I think it's because the low HP player is playing second.
Yes, I understand exactly that.
Like if Nico gets one tapped here, okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. Falcons 3, Gamer Legion is 0. It is, however, a very threatening half, oh, not even a half buy. It was what, an eco. Couple of pistols, a P250 actually drawing first blood from PR. Nice work up mid.
All right, well, Kiosuke can bring out his AWP, has 6.1. And these are the type of rounds where you really don't have a right to win it. The fact you put pressure on them again and make it a 1v2 situation or a 2v2 for the majority of that, that's great, right?
Oh, and that is great. An opener like that from m0NESY.
Especially under Rez.
Couldn't ask for more, could you? That's the con player gone, removed.
All right, makes finishing this round now a whole lot easier for Kixon to call through. So congregating now over towards the B apartments. Kixon will throw out some late mid utility to keep Kersey and co curious.
I mean, how many bodies is that in mid? That's the whole Gamer Legion squad focused on this mid fight.
Yeah, and the B smoke fading now. So the runway wide open, or at least it was. Market play. ZTR needs a couple.
Yeah, PR is going to be able to support. No, he's not. No, he's not. I'll take that back. Tessus. Fantastic headshot. Only the one from ZTR.
Save.
Tessus just breaks into the B bomb site. He kind of just claims that site back after losing out to that Res Deagle.
I really hope that the map pool for Falcons is Mirage, Dust 2, Ancient. Because when you have this level of skill in the team, obviously they still play fundamentally sound Counter-Strike. They play off each other.
Just one nuke.
The strategies are there.
Yeah.
But when you get to have these shiny toys, you wind them up, you let them go, right? Don't bog yourself down with an Inferno and a nuke. Like, you're going to play it. People will pick it against you.
Yeah.
Likely to see them just banning Overpass because their previous ban was an Uber, so you can just go 1 for 1 in that department, even though I think that they could be a very good Overpass team as well.
Yeah, that's true. I'm
Spotless
going to be
start.
intrigued. I reckon, you know, like by the end of this season, there'll be instances of teams that have been working on Overpass secretly, and you know, you get some of those good old-fashioned like, oh, they haven't banned their permaban. Here we go.
I think the idea of that seems more reasonable than it does with Train, because even though it's the same name, it's a completely different configuration of the map, whereas Overpass is still very, very similar to the last iteration that people played in the early stages of CS2 and, of course, then CSGO, other than, I'd say, cosmetics.
Yeah. Textbook pathing from Tessus owns it into B, and it's still undefeated Falcons map 2.
Tech.
Yeah, that looks like a Techers to me.
All right, let me check what they're saying. NL, Tech, NL.
Okay.
NL, for those of you playing at home, means not live.
Or Netherlands. Probably not that, though.
Probably not. Well, we're in Germany. It's next door.
Yeah, I suppose. Maybe they're just planning their weekend trip.
Yeah, well, if they win quite quickly... Oh, honestly, shut up. He's been given the shush.
Yeah, zip the lip. Loss of their sniper.
That is wild, because it was actually the exchange with Kirsty on the top rope, and then
Rez just bops
Rez
it.
just through Con, gets him running away. Ay, caramba.
It is cool to see the Rez redemption arc.
Resdemption.
Resdemption. Resurrection. Was in that prison for a little too long, but still stretching his legs and looking good.
I know, be out of jail. We'll see them later on, but this might be a frag for Kiosuke. And is. So boosted into window, will profit, turning it into a 4v4.
Oh, very uncomfortable.
Now the dominoes quickly come folding down. Or falling, I would say. You don't fold the domino unless it's a pizza box.
Unless you're really strong.
The T-Man, what's he got for us?
He has the jump. There's a little bit of timing on his reposition.
Very well done.
He has done very well. Now look at the diligence.
Excuse me?
Kickson.
What?
Yeah, that is almost too aware. Incredible work. Bait shot from the strafe. That's cheeky. That's horrible for Kersey. Has to deal with that. Nasty little circle jump bait.
It looks like we've lost a player from the server, have we? So
yeah, was that after he died? I think it was. I think
Yeah.
we saw 5 deaths.
We've just gone into another tech here. Excuse us, everybody.
You're excused.
I can see... Oh, Dawson's restarting his game, so we'll be there in a minute. I can see Vitality taking to their setups. Further down the lane, G2 and Fury are currently locking horns. The Mongols, I can see... Is that Senzu or 910 wearing a hat? They're right down the other end, so I think it's Senzu.
They're playing
down
scissor,
here.
paper, rock, Chad, as
Oh,
you'd call it
sorry.
in Australia. And I think,
Who won?
honestly, won. He's hanging his head in shame. I wasn't paying attention. I actually have no idea who won. 6. No. Okay, we've gone from attack to attack. So now at least the headsets are on and they can talk.
Oh, which one of the toes do you want to see?
Good question. All of them for free, please.
Woof woof. The dogs are out as Ash would love a round.
He would. I think at this point, it is actually Ash's... Oh my god, Ash's law. 5. If you lose 5 in a row, he will always call a timeout.
Okay.
It is. I've never seen him not follow his own rule.
Ash's law.
Yeah, if you lose 5 in a row, you must take the timeout. And so it has been called. They've got their guns out.
Oh, it wasn't from Con, it was from Window. Okay.
Just a perfect headshot. And then this is the recovery. And I love the framing you used as far as dominoes are concerned.
The folding or the falling?
I'm not sure. Are you hearing a really high-pitched scream?
No, it might just be you.
I think I'm just having an aneurysm.
Oh, you're hearing the high pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that just means you lost that decibel. You never hear that again.
I just lost a decibel.
Yeah.
That's cool.
called getting old.
Oh, it just happened live and direct.
Yeah, unlucky to you.
That was weird. That's gone now.
Setting
Okay.
up for an A piece, I do believe. Kiosuke in through the underpass. Kickson was with the pack over towards A, and that's where the bomb is, but Kickson just making sure there's no presses top middle off the back of that timeout. So Gamer Legion, their start, PR, over towards A. singed out. Torsen and Rez to contribute.
Oh, he should have PR here if he's not careful. What a flick. PR has his ears pierced. Just pokes out a lobe and m0NESY takes the whole head.
Now you get to work the round. You don't just have to run into this. Still so much time left on the clock. Almost all of your utility. You've only used a couple of smokes up to this juncture. And block. So if they were about to breach...
I mean, you know, you were just talking about how these maps and the style of play you'd expect from Falcons, but m0NESY has just twice gone ramp and delivered an opening. What a luxury.
Well, this is where they always felt the most comfortable players like m0NESY. The biggest change he had to worry about coming in from the academy was the fact that the utility's on a whole different level. And on the fade, Torsen almost gets the double up. m0NESY walking funny.
Yeah, that is a massive turnaround from Towson. Kersey's AWP though. Oh, and Kiosuke working on it. Asking questions of him, and a one-tap laser beam to the sniper. The dominoes once again start to fall. Towson refuses to fold without another. Gets a second. Nico, however, matching the output. Lovely tap. And Kiosuke, he has his back turned, but will swing through and adjusts. Instantaneous onto ZTR. Just out-aimed. They're using their aim to fight themselves out of awkward scenarios, especially after Towson gets Tess's and nearly that double onto m0NESY. Perhaps a different story if he leaves with 2 and clears out ramp.
Still almost made a round of it, didn't they?
He did, he gave it a go.
Yet to get one converted at Gamer Legion. This is a drubbing at the moment. There is the opener from m0NESY. That's without the X-ray, and we'll even put it in slow-mo for you. How many other ways do you want it?
I want to know what that looked like from Kersey's POV, you know? Like, how much did he get? Not a pretty one for Gamer Legion, is it?
No, it isn't. And this is it, right? It's time to start getting rounds, but you can't fully invest. You didn't save anything. You're just rocking in with the M4 Scout, 5.7s, Deagle. And I could go, oh, but they want one of these on Nuke. Well, the problem is right now they're in a massive hole. So to start digging, it'll be good on those shovels, as they do have the clamp down around middle possible, but the smoke towards window will remove the vision. It's PR. Haven't seen that same level of precision out of him just yet.
They just broke the smoke for him. He profits.
Much.
I like this from PR. All the back to turn. He has the opportunity and he has the aim as well. m0NESY though crouching, misses, gets the tag instead. Finishes the job with his Glock. Okay, Rez and Kersey could do something. Never mind, just Rez, because Nico just one-taps the AWPer again. Kersey can't seem to catch a break. It's either...
Oh, they know where Rez is.
Kiosuke or Nico just tapping him out of the round. Rez kicking up a fuss, kicking up a stink, gets Kixon. Spamming away, winning the duel, gets another, removes Nico. How is he alive with 1 single point of health to spare?
And he can win this because it's against the AWP. So the bomb goes down. He's path back to short. Might not be expected. m0NESY's so worried that he was close. That's why he went for the fake.
And with 1 HP, he has to have the element of surprise, right? He can't be announced. Gambling, m0NESY stayed on site. Oh, he's aware of the possibility. Jumps up! Oh, that's an incredible way for Rez to take the first round for Gamer Legion.
Oh, I wish Rez was a bit of a smack talker, because there would be a, what are you getting up to there, bro?
Whoa!
And m0NESY's having a smile on his face as well. They still have this massive buffer of 5 rounds to their name, but...
I mean, that one looked genuinely done multiple times.
I don't know what Nico's thinking there. Hold up. Should I just keep spamming through the smoke with my gun that is going to have a whole lot of traces coming off the back of it and hope that he doesn't shoot back? That right there is not great.
Yes. Yeah, that's a little shade of the Falcons of old, perhaps.
Just trying to get the job done, I think. Janko might have some fun Serbian words to use for that one.
Something about a donkey.
All right, well, is that a sign of things to come? I don't mean in terms of Rez having that level of impact, but rounds for Gamer Legion. A staunch start towards middle again. They're not forcing the fight, but they are definitely trying to keep them contained. Well, now they're coming.
Yeah, they are. They are going to be pushing up into Kixon. He's not oblivious to the fact it's a possibility, but simultaneously he's been called back to spawn to replenish Kiosuke's nades. Okay, so window arrives and they are very focused. You got the full focus. Top, mid, and under. Kixon asking questions of PR's hold. This has to be a one hell of a flash from Nico. Gets ahead of the play. Lovely proactivity from PR. 3 down. Round sure as can be. Gamer Legions. A little bit of an attempt from Tessus. Has Towson on notice. PR put to bed, but the damage is done. 2 on 4. Bomb at the top of middle with 40 seconds to problem solve. It's a top con smoke and a molly window. That does give them the license to move. And moving, Tessus is. Kersey, the smoke break will expose. Tessus wasn't prepared. A little bit of leg. Cheeky little bit of info. Towson has the cross. Tip of the head. Perfect from Kersey on the reposition. Honestly, not enough time to work his magic on this one. Tries to remove one, but there it is from Towson.
So this could be direct. 3 setting top mid, 2 over towards B. Peppered through, Kiosuke low. Monesi looking for the fight.
Yeah, he's very quick on this.
This B split.
Well ahead of the expectation, and the fact that he's got nothing, no resistance ladder really frees him up. And here he is, the man we just heard them talking to, Jeremy.
Big Jez.
Ooh, and an opener. Lovely start. Delivers what his team expected of him. You start the AWP on apps and you leave with an opening kill.
Rez has just cleared where Monesi was. So they do have vent room, which is a very nice piece to have, but not when the CTs aren't looking to rotate brazenly through there. Now, there could have been that head-to-head. Rez was ready for it. Oh, here they are again. So, minus the margins between these two lock and horns. Bomb will need to be picked up. 55 seconds, so there's no emergency on that. Monesi has one of the 2 smokes remaining right now for the T side, and that is problematic because he's the man in this vent room.
Dixon's going to do a nice little like self-smoke con and molly window. Or just the con smoke. He just progresses straight through. Walks up on that and sets him up short side. Chip damage. Actually, Rez takes the brunt of it from Monesi, returning the favor. Kersey's AWP hasn't relocated. They find that out for free. Oh, caught between a rock and a hard place. Nice hold. Rez and ZTR chip in. Monesi stubborn into the site with a stunning headshot, but it's Towson on site to secure it. 64 points of health and a dream, and not quite the first. Ash very happy with what he's seeing. Team play on display, opening from your AWPer, and money broken for your opponent.
Okay, well, Falcons have enough for 2 AKs.
This all started from that Rez pop-off.
Exactly, and it felt like Monesi gave it over to him in that moment. Look, not aware that Rez had completely relocated in that round, but still going to be a little bit too flary and flashy, but this was fantastic. They read the play, the fact that Towson was here as well, the unknown entity, the man to be able to lock this one out.
Ooh, look at the bomb, that's cool.
Hero AK for Nico. Light upgrades for the rest. Lost bonus, we'll see them buy into the next round of play, but Gamer Legion, they would love to grab 4 and make it 4 on the trot. Nico searching over towards A. Problem is, he has this AWP at ticket. This is not an easy fight.
Oh, it is for Nico. Well, he treated that one like a science. 100 mile an hour peak, and then here is Kiosuke. Straight into PR's head. You wanted an answer. You wanted a little clawback kill. The unarmored Deagle has made things worse. Exacerbates the problems for Gamer Legion.
Well, right now it's the 2 Swedes over towards B, ZTR and Rez. And as we can see, top left of your screen, the radar, they've all grouped up. So multi-kill is available.
Now Rez on Edwards. ZTR falls away with that info, and they're going to go running at him. The flash is decent, but he still gets output. Rez as well. Double kill. Nico needs them both. They know exactly where you are. Rez has been brilliant, but brought down by Nico. Towson's approach. He's going for the silent apps arrival. Will this be overlooked? Nico and Monesi, neither of which considering. It looks like Monesi now sets his sights on that potential.
They must have seen him.
Just like that.
They must have spotted him there as they were flick the finances to then not get the job done, and Nico just sits you on your ass. So
yeah, I mean, that's why you give him the hero rifle. He makes the difference there. Now you're the ones that have cobbled together something.
Yeah, and they've done a gamble, haven't they? So 4 over towards A with the presence.
Dangerous game being played by Rez. He's worse for wear after the nade exchange, down to 69. Haha.
So PR rotates back to B. Started on A. I guess they're expecting more of a probe towards ramp and middle, and they didn't get that within the first 40 or so seconds. So he'll join ZTR for now. As Falcons continue to jiggle and work through the map control. There's no short prong, so they can get up without a whole lot of friction, but it does look like they want to pipe through into Rez's domain.
Paid, spotted, headshot provided. Kiosuke opens up. Kersey with a response. He needs to double peek and he gets it. They did not expect him to have the audacity to go for more. Triple kill from the AWP. The Frenchman steps up. Gamer Legion needed it. And it's managed to be falling into a competitive affair. How has PR won that one onto Nico? He sticks around on the fight, low HP. PR pulls it across the line. Now m0NESY under scrutiny. They can wallbang and he fakes it out. He's getting run down, isolates the first, just enough time to punch in the code, and ZTR, he can pick it up for Gamer Legion. Big round on the table. Stays elevated. m0NESY trying to track him, drops into the sandwich. Plenty of time to play this one out. Kit recovered, he'd love a smoke. Can't seem to find one. m0NESY letting the clock do a lot of the heavy lifting here. ZTR doesn't have the audacity to stick it, and m0NESY calls his bluff. Second time's the charm, gives it a go. Flash and swing, m0NESY, internal clock perfect. Half a second in the defuse, he pulls it across the line for 8.
Did look like once he got across the CT there, he's just going to keep fighting. Very simple-esque. I had that X7 Ents clutch in my mind in that moment. But eventually, the sensibilities prevail and he plays the bomb. He uses the clock as his best mate. And
big one from Kersey, huh?
And he had to, right? He understood the scenario. It's a beautiful triple. What I like about this round the most is Nico's late activation with the double, right? Nico, when this roster existed before, had to be one of the more entry pieces. Now he's supplementary. Now he's coming in to, first of all, mop up any of the mess, but make impact like that. Opening kill has been found on the PR, and this is looking like 9 rounds on the T half for Falcons on their map choice.
Yeah, I can see why it's their map choice, huh? Everyone looking incredibly comfortable, apart from Gamer Legion. Ooh, good damage onto Kixin, and CTR confirms it's done significant damage with the spot from short. Okay, this is going to be oodles of info, right? Rez is going to be able to say, be clear, very early doors.
And there's info for Torsten as well, so he knows the fight's coming.
Carlson, ooh, gives it a go, has Tessa's low, and actually taken down by a teammate. Nico, a freebie for Kersey.
This is about the flank now.
It is. Rez is very hot on their heels, and ZTR looking like he's probably set for another from this default box. Backs are turned, easy find, traded. Kiosuke finds one, needs a whole lot more of that. m0NESY not considering that flank. Back turned and an easy frag. They'll close it out with a 4th. Nico blocks the smoke, tries to play in front, will have vision top mid, and confirms very little out. Now jiggle out. Kiosuke plays short side. Tessus blocks smoke. Are they going to likely run through this? Glocks versus USP up close, and that's how it goes down. Gamer Legion are in. Sure, you got the kit and the smoke on Kixin, but such clean entries. I don't even know if they've got a way in.
I think you should just hold on to this armor. I understand that you can get the team-based kill reward if you go for a couple of these, but I think overall the Kevlar is going to have a whole lot more level of importance for them if they want to go into a force into the next. So you drop this one, and you bang on 4 out of the last 6. So Gamer Legion, they definitely hitting their stride. It's not like they won the first 4 and then were absolutely drubbed. Kixin is going to give this one a go, apparently. He had a look, had the smoke, had the kit. Didn't get a chance. So there's a kill for Nico. An extra $300. Everyone else, actually, an extra $350. So the 50 for everybody. He takes himself a little bit more to work with. m0NESY immediately bought him with a Famous and then sold back. Do they want to take a tactical timeout to discuss this one through? And this was tough for TeSeS, wasn't it? Just the whole team running his direction. Kiosuke continuing to find some impact. Great to see. Well, he's not on debut anymore, but him in stage 2. So there's the Famouses. One for NiKo, one for m0NESY. That's made possible by holding on to the Kevlar.
And a chance for Kiosuke to immediately put TeSeS in an early grave.
I am curious, just looking at this, I understand this is a force buy. So I was imagining that the setup was going to look something along these lines. m0NESY as your window player. We'll see how this Apartment's aggression goes on a PR. He's going to get double. No, he's not going to get double swung. Either way, he's done. And they were all just rotating back. So they've cleared that out. Maybe that's bad information. Maybe at this point, Falcons think, oh, well, we took down PR. There might not be a whole lot more to follow. They might just go over towards the B side.
You're worried about B, you're worried about middle. You're not worried about just walking up ramp. Saying that, Kixon is. Throws out the flames. Now they're confirming their suspicions with some util, full AXEC util.
Yeah, they're coming.
They are. Kiosuke's been summoned. m0NESY as well. Kixon, low HP. Output from Sandwich would be impressive. Does he have it in him? Oh, jiggled out. Nice awareness from ZTR to remain hesitant. NiKo gets active. Undeniably difficult to win that one. Falls into a 2v2 with Bomb likely to go down. Rez tucks in behind the triple.
Their best fight because of this plant would have been through CT. So this pivot from m0NESY and TeSeS sending them the wrong way. There's that kit retained from the previous.
Here we go. That was more than Rez bargained for. You could see by his movement it wasn't something he anticipated. Regardless, it's worked out wonderfully for Gamer Legion to weather the storm of this one. Kiosuke low, Rez holding. There's a world, I just don't think we live in it, where m0NESY, ooh, actually spots him on ticket, a chance. And Ash, he knows just how important that conversion is.
All right, well, very well done there. And Kiosuke, again, a multi-kill within that round. It's great to see more and more from him, the newest addition in the Gamer Legion jersey. Finding impact there not only with the AWP, but on the pistol round with the Glock, and now against the Force. And must-win fights, especially after PR goes down. Now
nearly killed 2 of them, by the way. Like, it was like 9 HP and 34 or something.
Did an awful lot of damage, which softened them up to be finished off. And there he is, cheeky with the gap. Well, it's a symphony of Deagles over towards middle as they pepper through the smokes. But I wanted to talk about the CT side setup because Falcons' previous CT side setup was Kixon B. And all 3 of these rounds, it's been this man.
Yeah, TeSeS on B nowadays. He's made short work of Towson. Oh, and another one! TeSeS! He's comfortable! $700 pistol makes mincemeat of the whole squad! Gamer Legion ripped limb from limb by a Dane and a Deeg.
Yesterday we saw Yabi just absolutely style on him, and now it's TeSeS' turn today. Look at the smile on Zonic's face.
It's a Copenhagen special or something. What's in the water in Denmark? Yabi's Deeg, now TeSeS.
NiKo's smiling as well.
Bloody hell.
Everyone's having a great time.
Oh, yeah, and NiKo gets his as well. What is that from TeSeS? He's had a rough shake of the stick, some poor rolls, difficult rolls, and he's alone on B against a fully bought up squad, and he takes 4.
Well, that's where I was going with this, because he got to be the short player previously, and then you get condemned to being the B anchor, and he just stays so calm. The first is good, but it's what happens after that, and his angle management is picture goddamn perfect. TeSeS, take a bow, my friend.
Oh, man. I mean, you know, like the nuances of like how to positionally get the most out of a Deagle. TeSeS just puts it all on display. And you don't trip over your shoelaces here. At least Kiosuke gets his opening. Kixon spotting tickets, so he should get this info rather safely. I say it with bated breath because I've seen what the Deagle can do. Kiosuke might have to try his hand at that. An interesting CT smoke. It gives him options. Lets him play forward. PR. A little bit of chip damage. NiKo the same. Worse for wear now. ZTR puts him down. Opening kill for Gamer Legion. Getting chaotic. Kiosuke kept humble. Kixon double. It is PR, and it is winnable. Bomb down, working around the smoke. Kixon in there with him. Oh, they pass each other. Ships in the night, but Kixon's got the cannon in his hands. Triple kill. Massive impact from Falcons captain to stop that one from spiraling into something more disastrous.
And that's the other side of the positional coin I was talking about. Kixon used to be the B anchor.
Right.
Now he's playing over towards A. Nico will retain connector. Kiosuke going to get short. And then Modesty, of course, as the AWPer, will be the quote-unquote window player.
Well, something you were saying, about Kixon and his preferences, you were talking T side, but perhaps it echoes into CT, is that he likes to be a part of the pack. You're certainly more involved in a lot more when you're playing on that side of the map.
Sure. Yeah, that is a good point. It just tends to be the bitch job for in-game leaders to jump spot B and throw a smoke and call for backup.
Tessus, he's no stranger to the short end.
If he needs less support, right? If he actually just shoots them, that helps. So
true.
We'll have to see. Obviously, this is very early days. This is the debut of Falcons with Kiosuke in the roster.
And no disrespect to Kixon, he's got his fair share of mechanical aim. I just don't think he would have got 4 when Tessus did.
This has definitely taken away a little bit of the excitement out of this second half now. Gamer Legion fought hard, and you saw the celebrations from Ash once they had dealt with the force buy. You thought that you had done the hard work.
Yeah, well, you kind of did. Until Tessus happened.
And now you're going to find yourself in a scenario where you are on a full eco. There's just a P250 for Towson. And you got to take your time. But at this point, Falcons will be getting up to 11. Just 2 more rounds going to be required after this. Winner of this game will play the winner of the Mongols 3D Max. You find yourself in Group A to kick off proceedings. Simultaneously, we have G2 versus Furia. It's also in this same group. Winner of that will take on the winner of Vitality versus Astralis, which is our next match. The Danes squeaking through yesterday against Pain get to take on the world #1 of Vitality.
Joy.
Lucky you.
Congrats. I'll tell you, I did the lobby yesterday, walking around meeting the new arrivals for Stage 2, and the vibes from Vitality are just so immaculate because, you know what? Team that keeps winning, they're in a good mood. It's weird.
That's crazy.
Everyone else is kind of tense, nervous, setting up their gear, kind of furrowed brows, and then Vitality are just kicking footballs, giggling, having the best time. They do just have this aura of confidence right now that is, it's palpable. You feel it. You know it.
I think it's going to be about bringing the intensity once they get in the server coming up next to make sure that they can get straight back into last season's vibe.
Well, what's interesting is they did take a proper break. I don't know. I think just psychologically, I would personally, if I was in their shoes, be like, "Oh, I don't want to be too cold.
Sure.
I don't want to step too far away."
Can the season keep going, please?
Because it's going so good. But I mean, they, as you've talked about throughout the last season, they've been one of those teams that are really careful with their amount of game reps.
Especially in the New World Order or the VRS. But a flash forward on the ramp, kicks it with the MP9, swings in and gets the opener.
Must have been a fantastic flash. Felt like there was a lot of hang time on the conversion there.
Oh, it already sucked for Gamer Legion, but now it gets worse.
Honestly, he's holding for you, PR. Wow. Despite that. Oh, he's been caught by a fumble jump. Kixon, good work. This MP9 output's gone crazy. He actually gets the AK upgrade courtesy of Kersey.
I'll start playing the music. The
yeah, it is
will be
feeling that way.
Up from ZTR. It's 3-letter Swedes in combination to try and claw back a 2v4 number disadvantage. In reflection, I am liking some of the newer positions that Nico's playing. I think it feels like there is definitely a world where they... Well, actually, I don't know. I think at the moment, Nico's still playing Yard on Nuke CT side, right? And then Kiosuke taking Rap. So that's a position where you get to put your mechanics on display once they come your way. I'm liking what we're seeing early, and how could you not with a 2-0 victory? Very, very likely now.
Yeah, especially against a team that, made light work of Stage 1. The fact that you come in as a Stage 2 team and hand them a 2-0 of their own, that would be testament to, being rightfully placed. Falcons, no slip-ups here. Couple of speculative taps from Nico, hoping to catch Rez swinging. And it's Kixon to finish the job. A nice clean headshot from him. A very impactful round. That was 4 kills from their captain.
And just to put a an extra exclamation point on that point of yours right there is we've had an impactful round from Tessus earlier on in the second half where he put his individual prowess on display, and then Kixon right here. Well, actually, he's had a couple of
back-to-back. Yeah.
So this is great. It's showing that there's going to be layers to this team. You're not just going to be relying on 1 or 2 players. You know that you're going to be able to get output from all 5 if required. It's more going to be how do they handle a 5v3 on Inferno at the major.
Yeah. God, yeah.
Lest we forget.
I don't think they ever will. I could see it in their eyes when I was talking to them in the lobby. It was still being replayed. Kiosuke, however, he doesn't even know what they're talking about.
He's just happy to play some Counter-Strike.
He's just happy to be here. He's a grinder. He just wants to be playing. It's cool that there's extra stakes here. He'd be on Mirage anyway at this time of day.
And we haven't seen anything that makes us believe that he can't do it. He's got 18 kills right now.
Haven't seen a fumble, haven't seen, you know, a lack of confidence, haven't seen overthinking or overthought, however you were supposed to say it. Thinking, I think. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I thought.
And I'm thinking this one's done.
Yeah, I do too. 5-on-3, no chance for Gamer Legion Bomb on an island in middle.
It looks like debuts are going pretty well. G2 as well versus Fury. You guys can go and check that action out. But we're going to call this one done, dusted, all over Red Rover. How else could we frame it?
It's done. In a minute, in a second, in approximately 5 seconds, 8 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the end of the game. 13-6, a shellacking. Falcons, a very confidence booster to start off your campaign in